Welcome back to Metroplex Ball, and I have just one thing to say. Victor Wembanyama, the French baguette, the alien Area 51. That man put his team on his back and said, "We are winning today." 33 points on 11 for 22 from the field, 3 for 7 from 3. With 8 rebounds and 5 assists. He did have 4 turnovers, so he didn't have a perfect game. But that man showed up today. 33 points in 31 minutes. What a game from Victor Wembanyama. And he did have some help. He didn't do it alone. Castle chipping in with 13 points with a clean 6 assists and only 1 turnover. De'Aaron Fox having a solid game. Wasn't the most efficient game. He went 5 for 13 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. He did have 12 points. He actually managed to snag 10 boards and also put in 5 assists without any turnovers. Champagny had one of the worst games on the team. I would say probably his worst game of the series so far, going 0 for 5 from 3. That is something that he needs to figure out. He's better than that, and he definitely needs to get that fixed. Devin Vassell had a really good game. 13 points, 3 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3. But his impact just seems bigger than that to me. Devin Vassell, every time you think the Spurs just need a bucket, that the momentum might be shifting, there comes Devin Vassell. He hits a big 3-point shot. He hits a little fadeaway midi. He just does impactful things or he does normal things at impactful moments. He shifts the momentum back in their favor. He gets the crowd going. He ends the OKC runs. He extends the Spurs runs. He's just always there. Right place, right time. Harrison Barnes, very inefficient. 0 for 4 from the field. 0 for 2 from 3. Did get 5 points. I believe all of them were from the free throw line. Luke Cornett with a surprisingly solid 6 points and 7 boards. You know, we saw the nuns or the sisters over there on the sideline praying for him before the game. Clearly, the Lord was with him today. Dylan Harper, not his best showing today. 7 points, 2 for 4 from the field with 5 boards and 2 assists and 2 turnovers. But it's okay, because in the end, 103-82 to the Spurs. Shea had one of the worst games that I've seen out of him in the playoffs thus far. Going 19 points, 6 for 15 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3 with 7 assists, 4 turnovers, and 4 rebounds. Chet, again, quiet. He just seems scared. He seems timid whenever Wemby's on the floor. In 26 minutes, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. He did have a couple big plays. He did cut up his hand, have to leave the game for a little bit. By the time he was ready to come back in, game was pretty much out of hand entirely. Hardenstein, 12 points, solid game from the field, grabbed a couple boards, but definitely did not feel the level of impact that you felt from him the last few games. Wemby, I don't want to say figured him out, but definitely found a way to deal with this a lot better. Lou Dort, non-existent this game. Caruso, non-existent this game. 0 points in 14 minutes. Isaiah Joe actually came off with an efficient 11 points, going 4 for 9 from the field. He did go 2 from 7 from 3, which isn't great, but you know, he did his thing. Jared McCain, terrible game. And I'm actually a Jared McCain fan. Back when he was in Philly, I really hoped that him and Tyrese Maxey were going to be the future of that team. I thought that would be a really fun team to watch for, a really fun backcourt to follow for the next few years. But he had a horrendous game. In 24 minutes, only 4 points, 1 for 10 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3, with 2 turnovers and no assists. They were attacking Jared McCain whenever he had the ball. They were swarming him. He was uncomfortable, and you could tell that when Shea wasn't getting all that attention and he doesn't have Jalen Williams over there to help him with the ball handling, Jared McCain cannot be the number 2 ball handler on this team if they expect to win a chip. And Chet Holmgren cannot be the number 2 guy on this team if they expect to win a chip. They need J-Dub. They need J-Dub. J-Dub is the reason this team is so good. The depth they have with that, and without J-Dub, I don't know if they're championship level. They're one hell of a team still. Shea is an incredible ball handler. He is the MVP for a reason. I don't love how he gets to the free throw line so much. He definitely flops a lot, but he is the MVP for a reason. Chet is an all-star caliber player, especially when it's not against Wemby. Wemby has his number, but Chet is a really good player outside of that. But without J-Dub and without another elite second ball handling option, because as much as I love Jared McCain, he's clearly not J-Dub when it comes to handling the rock under pressure in the playoffs. You need someone with that experience, and they don't have that right now. But overall, Victor Wembanyama, what a game he had today. Help from Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, De'Aaron Fox. A little bit of help from Harper. I want to see more from Harper coming in the next game. I definitely think there's a lot of things that can be done there. But it's looking promising. I want to say Spurs in 6, but I'm going to stick to my brain. Let my brain do the talking, not let my heart do the talking. I'm not going to get too excited here. I'm sticking to what I said, I believe, before this game, which was Spurs in 7. I think OKC gets their home game next week, or not next week, this next game. I think Spurs get their home game in game 6, and I think in game 7, the Spurs find a way to get it done and steal the series. And that is all. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see until the next game. And that was Metroplex Ball.